So guys, I'm going to take you step by step on how I was able to achieve this beautiful knot purse. Yes, so I'll take you step by step, and this is absolutely beginner friendly tutorial. If this sounds like what you want, stay connected. So I have my interface, my hard gum stay. I measured out 15 inches in length and the width of 13 inches. Okay, so I've folded it into two like this. So I'm going to divide it into two. That's 7.5. From the 15 inches, I'll divide it into 7.5. That's the middle. I'm going to rule a line. Okay, this is us creating the pattern for the knot purse. So here by the sides that has an opening, I measured 1 inch, then I measured 1 inch down to, I connected it. This is on the side that has an opening, so I gave it a curve like this. All right, I will cut it out. I'm going to be cutting this out. So from that side, we are going to measure 3 inches to the side that does not have an opening. 3 inches at the top, then 3.5 at the middle. Okay, the top is 3 inches. This middle point is 3.5 inches. So what you want to do at this point, you want to connect the top to the middle line through that 3.5. 3 inches to 3.5, then the middle line. Then you are going to cut out. Okay, you are going to cut out. So after this, what you want to do now is you open your pattern and see. Then any part is okay. You can take any side. You measure 3.5 inches. Any side is fine. You can take left, you can take right. Measure 3.5, cut it out. Then close your pattern again. You're going to create your box. You're going to measure 1.5 vertical and horizontal. That's the length and the breadth. Okay, 1.5 on each side. You're going to use your ruler or freehand to connect it, then you cut it out. So this becomes our pattern for our knot purse. All right, so I'm making use of velvet. I folded into two. I want to cut out 2 pieces at once. All right, and in this particular design, we are using the velvet for lining and for the main bodies, because I don't want a strange material reflecting by the time I finish making my purse. So we are cutting out 4 pieces in total, 2 for the main bodies, 2 for the lining. So this is what we have, 4 pieces. Okay, you can choose to do anything you like, maybe use another different lining. So this is a scuba net. It's a thick scuba net. You can use foam for this. Okay, our fabric is light. We want to give it some level of thickness. That is the aim. So any fabric you have that is thick is fine. So you're going to cut out. See how I cut it out? I make sure that there is excess. All right, and I didn't trace the pattern. So I cut it out. I'm placing my main fabric and I am going to stitch on that thick fabric so that it gives it thickness. That is the aim of this black fabric. You can use any color of choice. You can use a light foam. All you want to achieve is thickness. So any fabric you see, any material you see around you that has thickness, you can use it. Place your main fabric and sew the way I'm sewing like this. I hope this makes sense. So now you are going to trim out all the excesses. All right, so when you want to do the next one, what you want to do is you make sure you match it and be sure that it matches. All right, before you repeat the step, place the main bodies on the thick fabric and you are going to sew them together so they become one piece. All right, the main idea is for thickness. You want it to be thick, so you can use anything that gives you thickness. Just look around you, any material that you see that will give you this thickness, just use it. Okay, so now we're done with this. What you want to do is you're going to match it together, right side facing each other. You are going to join this point, the long one and the short one. You are going to join it together. You can watch this step again if you don't understand. You can watch any step that you don't understand. So you're joining it together. So after joining it together, you are going to turn it out like this. You repeat the same thing with the lining. You are going to join the points together. Okay, so you are joining the points together, the lining points, very important. So if you haven't shared this video, you haven't liked the video, and you've watched to this point, please support us by sharing, like this video, share it so that other people can also benefit from it. So this is what we are going to do now. We are going to place the long side to the long side, short side to the short side. We are going to sew round, you understand, in the middle point. So if you're used to using pin, you can pin it all round, but me, I'm not used to pin, so I just tag one side. All right, then I'm using the other side to sew round this point that looks like shoulder point. You just tack one side together, then the other side just use it sew the middle round. If you're used to using pin, feel free to use pin to hold them together before sewing, if that works for you. If you're not used to that, you can just sew round, it's fine. So now we have sewn round the middle. See, we've sewn it round. What you want to do is carefully notch, very careful, so you don't notch into the seam. You are going to notch this point. So when you notch, you are going to turn out. All right, turn the right side out. You can iron that middle that you just sewed. You can iron it if you want. If you don't want, you can use your hand to smoosh it until it relaxes. Just use your hand carefully, make it relax. Okay, so now see what we want to do here. Watch this place. This is the longest part that we have here. Okay, we are going to fold in the shortest part with the lining. We are going to put it inside. See what I'm doing on the joining part. Make sure the joining part matches. You fold the shortest part, put it inside the longest part, inside. Make sure it's inside. Then you are going to sew the longest part starting from the middle. All right, make sure you don't stitch that one that you have put inside. The one inside, make sure you don't step on it. Your needle don't step on it. Carefully, you are going to sew from the middle. You sew. You will stop at the point where we have a little curve like that. That's where you stop. Then you take it from the middle again to the other side. Note that this is the longest part. You fit in your shortest part inside of your longest part, and you are sewing. When you sew, you can carefully notch. All right, you can carefully notch and you pull it out. This pulling out, sometimes it can be tight, so you carefully pull it out. No rush, carefully push it out. So you can iron also at this point. You can iron. All right, I didn't iron, but you can iron. It's best for you to iron. So this long part that you just sew now, you're going to put it inside the short part and repeat the same thing. That one that you have sewn, you are not going to put it inside the shortest part. Then you repeat the same step. If you don't understand, you can leave a question in the comment section and I will attend to your question. So you are sewing the way you sewed the other one. Then you are going to pull it out after a little notch. Careful with the notching at this point. So you're just going to pull it out. Carefully pull it out. So now you can iron if you want. All right, so what you want to do now is you are going to sew the sides, right side facing each other. You are going to sew the sides to the lining, from the main body to the lining points. You can watch this again if you don't understand. You can save the video to watch it when you are ready to work on it. So you are doing this both sides. So now we are covering the boxes. Make sure that the line aligns. So you're going to sew like 1.5 inch in both sides, leaving the middle open. 1.5 inches inside, you leave the middle open like this. Then you are going to cover the boxes of the lining. Cover the boxes of the lining. So at this point, you want to flip out your purse. You want to flip it out like this. Then you seal the opening. So you push out all the edges. So what you want to do now is you want to, that round part that look like a neckline, you want to top stitch round. Carefully and neatly top stitch round. Okay. So at this point, we're done with our knot purse. Now we need to design. All right. So now you put your long hand in the short one. Put the long hand inside of the short one, and this is the shape. So now we head to where we are going to design. So we are designing the shortest part. All right. We have our stones. The design is absolutely optional, but this is how I did mine. You can do yours according to how you want to do it. It's all about creativity. All right. So I have this applique. It came as a rope. I bought it in 1 yard. So I had to cut it small like that. So I place my stones. All right. This is a very manual way of placing stones. There are also other equipment like a stone applicator that you can use if you have it. So now if you don't have it, you place your stone like this, put a pieces on it, sprinkle water, use your iron, make sure it's on a reasonable heat so you don't burn what you have worked for. So you keep adding the stones to your satisfaction. Place iron like that until you get what you want. You do this front and back. Then after which you are going to use now we've done the front and the back. We are going to use our candle gum. This is a candle gum that is plugged to electricity and it melts. Any kind of gum is fine that sticks well. We are going to use it to apply this appliques on it just with the gum. You just design it to your satisfaction. There is no particular pattern. Just randomly design it in a way that, so you just place it like that, front and back, according to how you want it. So if you have watched this video to this point and you haven't shared it with your friends, please share this video. Thank you.